hope everyone's been having a great holiday season. I have been taking it more easy with my work mindset. I haven't been putting as much time into editing videos or painting or anything. I've just been taking it a little easy, taking a break, enjoying the time, relaxing some. And what I wanted to say is I think that's why that morning on December 5th, whenever I had a live stream, I don't normally paint a whole lot at one time, but I painted 5, I think, so that I would have things that I could use throughout the month, just to showcase like my art a little bit. I just like to share everything that I'm working on because it brings me joy to look at it through the editing lens and learn from it. And I like spending longer with one piece and or a few pieces and sharing a little bit back and forth between different ones from one set maybe, because it gives me more time to spend with the energy of that collection and the energy of each piece and see different little details in there and have little things to meditate on. I didn't mean to go off on all this. I just wanted to say I've posted the first 4 creation videos so far. They were ladle strainer pours with some of my paint that I was trying to finish off. And I have one more left that I poured the paint into a glass beaker, but I was almost off camera. I was doing it just kind of trying to do it quickly because I had a hair appointment to go to and I didn't want to be late, but I wanted to finish this and clean up. But I've poured it in the beaker and then I just kind of poured it on the canvas, and I used a base coat for this one. I didn't for the other 4. The base coat I use is this scrape off paint from the last few paintings. But the video coming up, the rest of it's about 16 minutes. It cuts off right before I do the close-up where I show all of the wet paint videos from that painting session. That just doesn't have a flash, but I will edit and share that part next, or soon. I don't think I've shared the wet paint close-up with the flash of this one yet either. I've shared the other 4, so I think that'll probably be what I share next. But at the end, know that it's just going to cut off. But I will show you those close-ups without the flash, and the other 4 are on my page, and the 5th one, the one that goes with this one that I'll show you creating in just a second, I'll share that wet paint with the flash close-up in probably one of my next couple of videos. This has been 3.5 minutes. The other video is 16 minutes. So this whole thing is about 20 minutes. Thanks for being here. Bye. Or maybe not bye. Enjoy.
I wonder how much paint I really have left in this stuff. I have a really hard time judging. Let me see. Oh, see, that has some weird chunks in it. Sorry. We'll see how much paint this is whenever I fill up this beaker. Then I'll decide if I'm going to use it or just keep it with the scrape off. That paint has like chunky issues. Be right back. Okay, what I'm gonna do is use this for saving this leftover paint, because I'll mix this all up later. I have an idea. I have a bunch of these jars of runoff paint that I've saved this year. At the end of the year, I want to make a painting that uses all my leftover paint jars. Those like things that I'm scraping, the chunks, I'll get that out later. I'll probably stir, when I go to use these, I'll stir them up and I'll probably strain each one of them to get the lumps out. Because I know I'm scraping up like crusty pieces, like dried paint skins from underneath. I know I've used a lot and I have a lot of runoff, so this one will be fun to use. I might use this as flow extender if I need more paint for this painting that I'm about to do, this last one. Some of it I can't get because it starts to scrape up paint skins, and I don't want to put the paint skins in there if I can help it. You can't keep everything, like see that? I can't put that in there, but you can use some, I mean you can keep, that's a hell of a lot of paint. That's right, I might use this for flow extender this time. Let's stir it up and see what it looks like. It's a pretty grayish green color. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know about how the light is. But it's kind of purplish on the thing, but it's kind of grayish green too. And there's a big chunk we'll take out. Maybe that'll get the chunks out. I won't close that up just yet in case I need to use that for flow extender on this one. I try to wash my hands as much as I can. Sometimes those paint skins on my hands drive me crazy. Okay, now this isn't quite a lot of paint left. Let's try to get something where we're not directly on the table. This has sat for a while too, which I like, so that all of these interesting effects can happen with the paint. Why don't I use this for a little base coat? I haven't done that for a while. Used a base coat. I can get some of the chunks out of there too. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't even care. If it covers everything, it just keeps what I'm about to pour from being the first thing that soaks into the canvas, because I don't have as much paint as normal, so I want it to spread easier. This paint will help it spread easier too. And this is how I can use that runoff. And I still have a lot left for my painting that I want to do with all of my leftover cups. And I'll get the sides and the corners later. So, okay, here we go. There was a big chunk I'll have to dig out from that Naples yellow. Ooh, we're getting like a cell kind of formation in that spot there. I'm gonna let it sit and have reactions for a minute. Okay, I think it's time to tilt. I'll worry about that in a minute. There's something in there, but now I don't know where it is. I'll worry about it later. Okay, let me just stop for a second and I've like tilted, but it's not finished, and I want to tilt to adjust where I want the composition. Some of the little things on the sides that I can fix now, I think I'm going to work on. That's kind of cool, like the places that are blank are here and here, like opposite each other. So what am I going to do about that? I'm going to fix this first. I'm going to go ahead and do just... Ooh, I see. It's one of those things to take out. Okay, now I'm just going to tilt it over that way just enough. Where's my blank spot there? I want to pull this to start. Just a tiny bit to get it to start. Well, that's not going to work out, is it? Let me look at that. Okay. I'm not going to worry about it. It's like I touched it and it's an Amanda touch. But now I want to see how I want this to go. Kind of. More that way. And bring it back. Now I got that one. Now let's see what I want to do. And I think that that's how I like it. Ooh, I like it the way facing me now too. Let me see if I can do something about that a little bit. That will be perfect when it dries. I like it the way it's facing the camera, and I like it the way it's facing me. I don't know. I think I like it like that. Let me, I like it both, like, it's done. I just can't tell which way's the top and which way's the bottom. Let me wash my hands. I think I'm finally almost finished. That's 5 paintings. I never paint that much at one time. I know I have a lot of effects from the silicone. There's a little bit of stuff where I pick stuff out. I wanted to just heat and see if there were any more cells or any more bubbles that wanted to come up that needed popped. That's the last one. I have painted 5. I don't normally paint that much. A lot of them are not like what I have typically been doing for a long time, but they were fun, just for the fun of it. Let me get the phone and bring you around to show you some close-ups so you can see some of the details in the paintings. Hold on a second.